guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching a video called How to Survive Dutch Koningsdag. I don't know what Koningsdag means. I'm probably butchering this, but I think it's a national holiday. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it means like King's Day, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I think it's just like King's Day. It makes sense to me because the dog is day and the Koning, it's maybe king, but I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a national holiday. But I don't know what it entails, if it is indeed a national holiday. So I don't know, I guess if it's a national holiday, because obviously they don't celebrate like their independence, which is like usually tends to be like the most national sort of like celebration in countries. Usually it's their independence. But if it's in Europe and they usually don't have an Independence Day, then I do think they celebrate like with their monarch, like it's born. Maybe I don't know. So again, to me, it makes sense that it's like that. But again, I'm expecting like a lot of like, if it is a nationalistic thing, like a lot of orange, maybe a lot of flags. Maybe there's like some food they eat, on that day, or because it's a celebration, I'm guessing. Maybe there's parades. I don't know, but I have no idea. So let's check it out. Let's find out and comment, like, subscribe, and start.
An important phrase the Dutch love to use is do normaal, or act normal. There is, however, one day where all the usual behavioral norms are not only ignored, but crushed under a stampede of 17 million half-drunk Dutchies.
Okay.
Welcome to King's Day.
Okay, so it is King's Day.
This day is to honor the royal family, specifically King Willem-Alexander. In practice, it's just one massive orange orgy of a street party, as if the World Cup, Mardi Gras, and the Gay Pride Parade had a
love it. Okay, great.
The world's biggest flea market.
Flea market.
Here's 10 tips to survive this legendary day.
Oh my god, is he drunk?
Number 1. Got a bunch of useless junk? Put it out on the street and slap a price tag on it. Number 2.
Sell things?
Wear orange. Orange underwear doesn't count. Unless that's all
visible.
Number 3. Child labor was abolished in 1874, but for your kids, King's Day is the exception. Put an instrument in their hands and a hat at their feet. Talent is optional.
Yeah, I didn't want to be mean, but yeah.
Number 4. If you lose your friends, trust us when we say it's just easier to make new ones.
Yeah, like you're not gonna mind them.
Number 5. If you're afraid of getting out-negotiated by a ruthless 5-year-old Dutch businessman, just walk the streets after 5 o'clock and get everything for free.
Oh, because everyone's drunk.
Number 6.
What is that, a bread? A cookie?
Despite what you think, you cannot eat 7 biscuitjes in under a minute. Or hit that guy's
because they
head
do
with
contests.
But
you'll
probably try anyways.
Of course.
Number 7. Nope. The Albert Heijn you're walking to has no more beer.
Oh my god.
8. As a woman on a boat, take every opportunity you get to pee. It might be the last one in hours.
Oh my god, no.
Number 9. As a man on a boat, just wait till you're under a bridge, and then pee in the canal.
No.
And finally, number 10, on King's Day, and for the days following, do not swim in the canals.
No. Gross. Okay, so it was King's Day or Queen's, because I think at some point in time, I'm pretty sure not too long ago, I'm pretty sure they had a queen, but I don't know if they sort of like switched the names or they sort of like Koningsdag. It's it's just like the name of the celebration, whether it doesn't matter if it's a queen or a king, like it's the same. But it was sort of like I was expecting something like that, because again, like I know a lot of countries take like their Independence Day or National Day very seriously, so it isn't that weird to me that they do this, although I think it's up to like the 100th, because usually when thinking about like some other country that that celebrates like the day of the king or their queen. I think it's more like there's parades, but there's like a lot more decorum, I should say. Maybe it's just, you see like the king or the queen, like they make, I think they make a speech, or they like they have, they're in a carriage or something, in a car, not a carriage, in a car. And people obviously like wave at them and stuff, but I've never heard of this, because like it's a celebration of the king, of the monarch, that you're gonna get super drunk. So because usually when you get super drunk, that's just independence. So it's like, I don't know, but maybe it's just related to the fact that you have like a day off, from work. So it's like, well, let's get drunk, I think. But it's funny. It's like, okay, so people, I like, usually what I think like the Dutch culture and Dutch society is that they're very calm, very like collected, very tranquil people. And, but it's like, yeah, they have always like act normal. You have to always be like very straight and very straight laced. But like from with this video, it's like, okay, it's up on Koningsdag, on this day in particular, where it's like, you can let loose and everyone just like loses their mind. But maybe it's because they're so straight laced like throughout the whole year, that just like their one opportunity to like act a little crazy, and they only have one day in the year. Because I'm thinking of some cities that have like carnivals, like big carnivals, or even countries like Brazil, they have a big carnival, or Mardi Gras, which, it's not a country, but it's a city. And, there's like the carnival, or in the Caribbean, they have incredible carnivals, but it's like, it's usually like a 3-day celebration. Like it lasts several days, which is, it reminds me a little bit of this, only in this, it's just like, it's one day. So you have to make the most of it, because it's just one day. So again, it's like, wait, that's why there's no beer. People do lose their minds. I didn't really understand why, because like, what's up with the kids playing like instruments? And again, it's like, well, yeah, the talent is not there. Who knows? Again, I don't want to be mean, but like some of the kids that were playing there, they need to like practice a little bit more. But I don't know why it's a tradition for kids to just play instruments. And also, I didn't really understand like the flea market situation. Why would you need to sell things? They just sell things, like this day involves just, selling things, but it's just things like little things. It's not even like I'm selling a couch. Like it's just things, but I didn't really understand if you're selling maybe things that you've done, like jewelry, or I don't know, like little figurines, like people, people that make things like with their hands. Do they sell those, or it's just like a way of like getting rid of like all the junk in your house that you don't use, and you're like, I want to get rid of all these things. Maybe someone, like a thrift store, like maybe someone's gonna like need this or want this, and they use this day specifically for this. But I like the fact it's like after 5, everyone's gonna be so drunk that it's just like they'll probably be like, oh, take it away, it doesn't matter, like just take it. Then again, it's really funny. It looked very fun though. I like the fact that it's a bit of a fair, like a country fair with like all the games, because you can tell like they have like this little games, even like the equivalent of like a pie eating contest, but it's just like cookies or biscuits or something of the sort. And I'm guessing they also have like a lot of other games, and I think it would be cool to look at the stands and what people are actually selling. It looks interesting. I would actually love to go to one of these things, not just like the getting drunk. That would be okay, yeah, fun, but I want to know like what it's like and see like the Dutch let loose, because I don't think it's that common. So it looked very fun. At least like all these clips, like they look very fun. Although I have to say the boat situation, not a fan of that, and especially obviously the canals that do not go swim, do not fall in the canals, and please like don't swim in them, especially like after Koningsdag. But it's like the I don't know if on a boat like that looks like fun. I don't know, like spring break or something, that doesn't look like fun. I think, but I would love to participate in the festivities of just like in the city, which I'm guessing like they do all over the country. It's not just like in Amsterdam or Rotterdam or the big cities. I'm guessing like they do it in the whole country. I would love to know like when in the year is it a summer holiday? I'm guessing it's a summer holiday actually, because people are like, if it's the middle of the winter, like you can't really enjoy it. So it's gotta be like probably in the spring or in the summer. But again, it looked very fun, and now I want to actually go to one of these things and experience Koningsdag, and maybe I'll hopefully learn like how to pronounce it. But yeah, this was very fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.